Welcome back to my channel. My name is Blair if you're new here, and today we're going to do a monthly reset. I feel like they may have gotten kind of boring, like I do the same thing every single time we do this. So rather than showing you what I do on my computer, because you already know, obviously I went ahead and created a new spreadsheet tab for videos for YouTube. And I do want to apologize. I know I didn't put a video up last Sunday with all of how I wasn't feeling good. I just needed the time to rest and decided I just wasn't going to put a video up. So that's what happened there. But I did go ahead and set up a spreadsheet. Looks like we got a lot more videos to do for the month of May. As always, if you have any suggestions for videos, go ahead and comment them down below. Obviously, we're heading into summer and warmer days. So there's probably going to be some more like outdoor stuff going on from my plans already. So stay tuned for those videos. And then we jumped over to the debt tracker. Yeah, so just set up the debt tracker. I have been making awesome strides with my smallest student loan, which is the first, or not first, but the next debt I've been working on trying to tackle. Got that below 3,000. So hopefully I'm hoping I can get it paid off in the next 2 months, providing I get decent bonuses at work. And then, yeah, and then of course the federal loans did get postponed a little bit. So that does give me a little break for a little longer. It's pretty much all to talk about there. And then for budgets, again, nothing really changes. My bills are the same. I budget the same for groceries. I save them out. That's the same. So really nothing different when it comes to the budgets. So really, again, not much to talk about there. So rather than show it to you because you've seen it a million times, I just figured I'd give you any highlights that I could think of. I did go through, of course, as well and did my digital calendar. So that's been set up for the month of May. And then you saw that I also went in here and did the May bill calendar in my planner, which I only got 2 months left of this one. And I already did get my new one, which is basically the same planner. I just went back to the smaller one. I don't think I need this large one. I feel like it's just too big. So went back to the smaller one of the same one. So we'll switch to that soon. And then what else do we need to do? So to talk about health goals. So last month, I think my goal was to try to do 2 strength days, 2 cardio days. That went fairly well, actually. Basically, one cardio day was kind of like a treadmill day where I pushed myself to go faster and to move quicker. And then the other cardio day was either mowing the yard or it was taking the dog for a walk and doing a mile. So slower pace, but still movement. Going into this month, because technically April 30th, so after you see this, I plan to do my first 5K. So I signed up for a couple virtual 5Ks online. I think it's the I Run movement. So they basically donate money to certain charities, and there's a bunch of different choices. So I signed up for 2 from them. And then I did sign up for one for the Great Pumpkin Run, which I've done quite a few years in a row. So that one I plan to do again. And then I'll sign up probably for the Turkey Trot one that they started a couple years back. That gives me 2 for the fall. But for the springtime ones, the one I'm going to do first on April 30th, I think it's called the Slow Runners Club, which seemed appropriate seeing how I haven't done a 5K in about 2 years. So I figured that was a good one to start with. And then I signed up for the Positive Vibes Only 5K, which my plan, I think, is to try and knock it out by the end of May. The thing is, we're creeping into the hotter weather. I mean, today it's like 82. And when it gets this hot, it's really difficult to do 5Ks. I mean, it just gets very humid down here and sweltering. So usually after May, I would say June going into probably September, it's not great weather for me anyway to run. I get heat exhaustion really easy. So doing something like that is not the best. So I'm trying to get 2 of them done before June, and then 2 that I'll do in the fall when it starts to cool down again, probably October and November. So that's my plan with the 5Ks. But so for my health goal this month, in terms of fitness, I want to I'm still going to do 2 strength days, but I think what I need to do is like an arms day, an abs day. And on those days, also do 15 minutes of cardio on the treadmill. I'll still do 1 day of treadmill, and then 1 day of taking the dog to the park or yard mowing, because that's just going to be inevitable. And then I want to do 1 additional day, more of like a yoga stretching day, just to give my body the break that it's probably going to need with me running and jogging a whole lot more. I mean, I've already been dealing with a lot of issues with the plantar fasciitis, so I'm like, okay, we got to be smart about stretching and taking care of myself. So that's kind of the health goal plan I have. And I think that was it with this. And then for tasks this month, which I'll insert the clips after, but I just wanted to give you kind of a brief overview of the things that I did do. There was 4 things I wanted to tackle. 1 was cleaning the coffee maker. I have like the Flex Brew from Hamilton Beach. So one side brews like individual cups, the other side brews a whole pot of coffee, and I do use both sides because I usually brew a pot of coffee once a week. So I have cold coffee for the week, and then I do individual cups in the morning. So that needed to be cleaned, and I only do that like every few months, and I just use vinegar, run it through it, and then hot water to kind of rinse it back out. So coffee maker was 1. Second one was cleaning the vacuum, my like regular small vacuum that I use all the time. I try to clean that like every few months, mainly because the filter gets so dusty, and vacuuming with dog hair, and unfortunately my own hair gets wrapped around the little, I don't know what you call it, roller thing in the bottom. So I have to like go into it and cut it. So that needed to be done. And then I figured, and then the last 2 things, sorry, my foot's falling asleep. The last 2 things that I wanted to do, I have this random little cupboard closet thing. I think they used it for brooms. I was hoping at some point I'd get some shelves installed in there so I could make like an actual true pantry, but it's just so narrow and deep that I don't know how effective that would be without drawers or something in it. Either way, the bottom of it has gotten kind of filled up with stuff, mainly plastic bags from grocery shopping and stuff. And then I do have an umbrella in there. It's like a beach umbrella. So those things need to be kind of cleaned up. And then I have a pots and pan cupboard, which kind of houses not only pots and pans, but there's also like casserole dishes and my good baking sheets and some Tupperware. So basically I want to clean that out because I haven't tackled that cupboard in a while. And I want to try and reorganize it so it's more effective, like the things that I actually use to the front and the things I'm not using to the back. And I also got a new OXO brand salad spinner, which I'm super excited about. Seeing how we're getting warm, I'll be eating salads a lot more, and I think that'll be really convenient to have. But I need some place to store it. So another reason to kind of clean it out in there so I can actually but store it in there. So those were the 4 tasks that I kind of picked for this month. I've talked about that before. I kind of keep a running list on my phone of things that I want to tackle that are not like, got to do it every week, once a month. Sometimes they're more sporadic. But I keep this running list on my phone, and then at the end of each month, I try to pick between 3 to 4 tasks, depending on the length of how long they'll take, and go ahead and knock them out. But that way I'm not getting overwhelmed because I already know there's some things to do, and I can just pick what I feel comfortable doing at that time. So I'm going to insert the clips of the tasks that I'll be doing. Okay, so this was my monthly reset leading into May. I hope you enjoyed kind of hearing some of the goals and things that I had for health, and then how I handle finances and videos for YouTube, and the little tasks that you want to do periodically. As always, I hope you enjoyed. I hope everybody has a great month of May, and as always, have a blessed day.